Hello, you're listening to Lists and Other Things That No One Asked For with Jesse Barbin, your weekly mini podcast about books, movies, TV, growing up, etc. Thank you for listening. In the summer of 2007, my college roommates and I watched all 5 seasons of Alias, and that doesn't sound impressive nowadays because you could do that in a weekend if you have enough snacks, but back then it took a lot of coordinating. I feel like I should document the process for posterity. First, we all had to agree on a show, and that was always the hardest part. I don't remember what the other options are or how we agreed on Alias, although I expect it had something to do with Jennifer Garner. Next, we had to get in a car and drive to a Hollywood Video, which was a competitor of Blockbuster for the young people, and we had to sign up for the unlimited account. And there were different tiers of the unlimited accounts, and the one we could afford was actually quite limited. You could check out as many DVDs as you wanted in a month, but you could only have one DVD checked out at a time, so you had to sign up for auto-renew as well, which means they charge you every month. And we put it on my card, and I was supposed to get paid back for it by my roommates. I don't know if I ever did get paid back. I kind of think I didn't, but I'm happy to have contributed in some small way to everything we achieved that summer. We would get Season 1, DVD 1, which had about 4 episodes. We'd drive home, binge the meager 4 episodes, and get in the car and go back to Hollywood Video to sort through all the other DVDs, again, hoping they had Season 1, DVD 2 with the next 4 episodes. Once we found that, we'd drive home and repeat the process for 6 DVDs per season. I think about it now, and what a giant pain that must have been. Sometimes you would finish a DVD and you'd be left on a cliffhanger, and then you'd go to Hollywood Video, and somebody else would have the DVD that you wanted checked out. You would have to drive home, wait, and then drive back in a day or two to see if it was there. My roommates would want to skip ahead, but I'm a completionist and I would stubbornly refuse to watch out of order. The unlimited plan was on my card, after all. When we got to Season 5, the DVDs were always checked out, I think because it was the most recent season. We could never get any Season 5 DVDs, no matter how often we checked back at Hollywood Video. In a stroke of pure luck, we found out that one of our friends had Season 5 on DVD, and we watched it with them, which was a huge relief. To sit and be able to watch all of the episodes in a row without having to drive to the video store in between every 4 episodes, it was an amazing, intoxicating feeling. And when we reached the jumbled, convoluted, and generally unsatisfactory ending, read J.J. Abrams style ending, we felt a sense of accomplishment. I have never accomplished anything so ambitious before or since. What I can't wrap my head around is that we were that organized and that motivated to plow through all of those episodes. So many trips to the video store, so much waiting, so much hassle. I can never see myself doing something like that now. Now all I have to do is click, yes, I'm still watching after every few episodes, and that's how I watch TV now. It's funny that younger people will never know the agony and ecstasy of standing in a video store on a Friday or Saturday night, the evening feeling full of potential. You would look through all the videos and try to come to a consensus amongst yourselves as to what to watch. It was never easy. If you ever went in late in the week, all the good videos would be checked out. Sometimes it would work out because as you scrape the bottom of the barrel, you would sometimes find some random forgotten movie that was actually really good. And you never would have watched it if you had gotten your first choice. Let me be clear that I don't want to go back to that system of DVDs from the video store. It was hugely inconvenient, but what a memory. I was too young to catch the X-Files in its prime, but when they started releasing them on DVD, that's when I was able to catch up. And the problem was I had to buy 9 seasons of X-Files DVDs, and once I reached the end, I realized the whole Alien story arc was just the writers making up nonsense with no real plan as to how the story would end. It was cool to have the DVDs, but it was expensive, and I had to cart it around with me anytime I would move. I remember when Netflix became a streaming service in addition to a DVD service. Side note, getting Netflix DVDs in the mail, what a weird system. It doesn't even seem like that long ago, but that's how we used to do it. I feel like it was around 2011 that I first streamed anything longer than a YouTube video. I added the streaming option to my Netflix plan, and as I did so, I had a small inkling that life was never going to be the same, and I was right. I thought, this is going to be bad for my productivity, and I was right about that too. The first movie I ever streamed was Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog with Felicia Day, Nathan Fillion, and Neil Patrick Harris. I remember it well. This makes me think back to another part of my life that was shortly after my crowning achievement of watching all 5 seasons of Alias on DVD. It was 2008. I was at college, at a new campus. I had rented a place that was supposed to be only a half mile from campus, but it turned out it was 2 miles from campus. It was supposed to be only people living there, but it smelled as though multiple cats were also living there. It was supposed to have Wi-Fi internet, but it had no internet. It was 2008, so smartphones weren't a thing, and I was cut off from the internet. I only lived there 6 weeks, but that was without a doubt the most productive 6 weeks of my entire life. I was going to the gym, I was writing, I was going to bed at a reasonable hour. Basically, if someone could please cut me off from the internet, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to Lists and Other Things That No One Asked For. If you have a suggestion for a list or an idea you'd like me to talk about, please fill out the Google form in my bio and I'll get to it. I'm available everywhere at Jesse Barbin, new episodes every Monday.